Hello again, everyone. It's Vince Four from TradingWinds.com, and this is our update for October 31st, 2021. Happy Halloween to everyone out there. Let's take a quick look at how things finished off on Friday for the U.S. markets here. We did finish on the positive side for the most part. The Dow up another 91 points here, and you can see we're pretty much back at the highs, still looking pretty good. The S&P 500 hitting a new all-time high here, up 9.5 points, looking pretty good. The Nasdaq up 73 here, also new all-time high. So really nothing standing in the way. No reason why this shouldn't continue. The Russell, interesting here. We had a couple of strong days pulling back to that 20. On Thursday, we had a nice big reversal. On Friday, we just kind of sat there flat, didn't do anything. But it still looks to me like we should make a run back to the all-time high. And then if we break through there, we should be looking for a much, much bigger run. If we look at crude oil looks like it just set up again here. Looks really good for another move higher. Again, if we want to sort of guess at where this move can go, if we take the most recent major low and the high and use our fib extension tool, right? Let's pull that down here and let's see. Well, the 1272 extension comes in at 91, and then 1618 comes in wow, just under 99 here. So we'll say nice even $100 mark. We've been talking about that for a little while, and that still looks very possible when you look at this chart of crude oil futures, that is. If you look at gold pulled back sharply here on Friday, and sitting right along that 20. So we'll see if we can get a bounce now or not. But until we get above this upper trend line here, there's really not much to look forward to as far as upside is concerned. The 10-year note sits at 1.55. and it's kind of at an interesting spot itself here. Right now, looking like it may get rejected at that 20, and so we may see yields drop back. If we look at TLT, TLT is bouncing here, so we could see more upside for bonds and a drop in that yield. If we look at Bitcoin, it's pulled back this weekend so far, but never say never. How many times have we seen a rally late on a Sunday? So we may get a bounce just yet. Here's Ethereum as well. If we broaden the scope a little and go to the main ETFs of the different sectors, here's energy again, looking like a long setup, looking really good. XLF still trending nicely higher. That's financials. XLK. The technology sector, as you know, this past week we had earnings from the likes of Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, Microsoft, you name it. Even though some of the earnings reports weren't great, they came in below expectations. We bounced on most of those on Friday. And so here we are with a nice bullish engulfing pattern on XLK, the ETF for the technology sector. If we look at consumer staples, not really doing much this past week, but kind of hanging in there. Utility, same thing, week of consolidation. Healthcare, though, looking really good, continuing to make its way to the all-time highs. Look at consumer discretionaries, just an incredible run, and now we get a bullish engulfing pattern there as well. Real estate looking pretty good, and industrials as well, along with materials. Communication, the only one sitting below that 20, still just hovering there. And XRT, the ETF for the retail sector, holding that 20 so far. Again, still remains pretty much right in the middle of this very lengthy range. So we have to clear this high or these lows, and either way, one way or the other, we will get a big move, right? So This is well worth keeping an eye on still, because whether it breaks above 98 and goes on a run higher, or whether it breaks below 89 here and goes on a run lower, there should be a significant move coming up one way or the other. If we look at the week ahead for news, on Monday we get manufacturing PMI. Here we also get construction spending and total vehicle sales. That'll be interesting. On Tuesday we get the Red Book report. Not much else. Wednesday, though, we get the MBA mortgage apps number. We get the ADP non-farm payroll numbers, the private sector employment numbers. That will be big. We get the trade balance number. We get factory orders. Wednesday's a very, very busy day. We get ISM non-manufacturing. And not only that, in addition to all those data points, we get the Fed's decision on interest rates. We get the FOMC statement and their decision on interest rates. Again, this will be closely watched, especially from now on, to hear any update on their schedule for tapering their bond purchases or any decisions on rates going forward. So that will be big. On Thursday we get the jobless claims number and trade balance, and then on Friday we get the main employment report. That will also be big as well, along with the U.S. Baker Hughes rig count. So for now, the markets seem to be chugging along here, and the only one lagging really is the Russell. So we'll see how this week goes. Again, two main things to keep an eye on: the jobs report, both Wednesday the ADP number and Friday the main one, and on Wednesday the Fed's decision on interest rates along with their statement. As always, we will be having another live market chat come Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there, but until then, enjoy your Halloween and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you on our next update.